And so ideally, you've memorized a lot of basic things, but most of the valuable intelligence you still have to reason through. And so you have to apply first principles, you have to break it down step by step. Maybe you have to try a whole lot of different experiments, and depending on the output of the results of one experiment, it might inform the next experiment you do. And so reasoning is a fairly compute-intensive part of, and so I think the market responded to R1 as in, oh my gosh, AI is finished. It dropped out of the sky. We don't need to do any computing anymore. It's exactly the opposite.
It's the complete opposite, because what DeepSeek is doing is it's making everybody take notice that, okay, there are opportunities to have the models be far more efficient than what we thought was possible. And so it's expanding and it's accelerating the adoption of AI.
And so now we have R1.
Yes.
We have Nvidia data intelligence layer. The R1s can now be able to talk to intelligent information to solve problems.
I mean, the other thing I think is extremely enabling is the CUDA ecosystem, which you've fostered and nurtured and helped really people embark on. Now with CUDA OBJ, I think it is opening all kinds of possibilities because people can now tie into this and apply it. Combination of CUDA OBJ, NIMS, the inference part of it for specific industries, life sciences, financial services, autonomous driving, and so on and so forth. You take all these things, you tie them together with the advances that will be made in the models. And again, it's an acceleration of the adoption of AI, which is a wonderful thing for NVIDIA. I think it's a wonderful thing for DDN. But it's all happening at the application layer. Yes, I think we need to continue to improve things as you're doing with GPUs, faster and faster, lower power consumption, just driving the economics down in the data center and in multi-clouds. But it's the combination of all these things, this data intelligence layer, as you suggested, which is tying into efficiencies in the data center and acceleration at the application layer.
What's really amazing is when you boil everything away, all of this is just software.
Yeah.
But the representation of software today and the way we talk about software and the way we talked about software 10 years ago, so profoundly different. It's incredible. Completely. One of the questions, Alex, that people have, should companies build AIs, or should they just use an AI that's in the public cloud? And I think that the answer is yes and yes. And the reason for that, if you could use a public cloud AI, I would absolutely start there. And so whatever's available there for a lot of personal use, the general intelligence is very good and it's growing and getting better at exponential rates. And so really, really great to start with. However, there are many different domains inside a company. For example, the way we design chips, the way we write software, our CUDA programming, our Verilog programming, the way we do supply chain management. It's deeply domain specialized. And our expertise there obviously exceptional.
Yes.
And so in that particular case, we tend to build our own AIs. We have all the necessary toolkits from open source models and open source toolkits like NVIDIA's NeMo, NVIDIA NIMS, and data intelligence layers like Nvidia. All of those pieces of technology are available for you to onboard and curate the training curriculum and training your own AI. And so IT will become the curation of all of these AI agents.
Recently, during a virtual event, NVIDIA's CEO Jensen Huang faced the challenge of clarifying NVIDIA's stance once again since the sudden sell-off triggered by DeepSeek's groundbreaking advancements in AI. The story of NVIDIA's stock misunderstood AI capabilities and the questions over necessary AI infrastructure spending is unfolding as we speak. And there is a lot that Jensen Huang has to say about all of that. Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
Of course, the journey from training a model to the journey now of us taking advantage of these incredible frontier models and AI models and turning them to AI applications that are for inference and solving large problems. One of the most important things people forgot is the importance of data that is necessary during application, not just doing training. And so of course, you want to train on a vast amount of data for pre-training, but during use, the AI has to access information. And AI would like to access information not in raw data form, but in informational form.
Yeah.
And so this is the reason why the reframing of storage of objects and raw data into data intelligence, which is this new opportunity for DDN, and providing data intelligence for all of the world's enterprise as AIs run on top of this fabric of information. It is just an extraordinary reframing of computing and storage, of the relationship between us and the type of products that you can offer to the world.
So the way we look at it, and again, all of it is driven, I think, by your vision. And I mean, you've basically created this industry. And in order for this industry to bear fruit, it's transforming everything we do, right? At work, at play, leisure, health, security, safety. So it's profound and it's global. It's a pivot of the global economy in every way. And so for that to happen, enterprises need to adopt it, and they need to adopt it at an accelerated pace, which means the ROI has to work out. In order for the ROI to work out, the application layer has to be accelerated. And the infrastructure, which resides in data centers or in the clouds, has to be made efficient.
Yeah.
That part of it we've done.
Yeah.
Now I think the big enabler and the big accelerator is how do we supercharge the application layer, which you've been doing very, very extensively with CUDA.
Yeah.
No.
I really appreciate you using the word accelerate, and I think at the computer science level, at the computing level, of course, one of the things that you and I have enjoyed and observed, the benefit of Moore's law, computing getting faster and faster all the time. Computing getting faster all the time at the same price, at the same power, translates to computing become more affordable.
Yeah.
And so we enjoyed that for the first, 30 years of our career. Then for the last 15 years of our career, we really saw a plateauing, so that Moore's law has largely ended. And the contribution we made to the computer industry, the first fundamental contribution, is to accelerate to the extreme using a completely different architecture and refactoring of algorithms and working together at the computer science level so that we take sequential processing and turn it into accelerated parallel processing. We're now accelerating computing to the extremes. That allows us to bring cost efficiencies back to the industry, energy efficiency back to the industry, and of course, acceleration of workloads.
Jensen Huang found himself in the spotlight during a crucial virtual event that has since echoed throughout the investment community. The pre-recorded gathering, in collaboration with DDN for the launch of their Nvidia software platform, became much more than a standard industry announcement. It turned into a platform where Huang addressed deep concerns amidst a DeepSeek-led market tremor. But before going on with the video, are you into cryptocurrency? If so, check out our second channel, Investocracy Crypto. We bring you breaking news, expert analysis, and the latest trends in the fast-moving world of digital assets. Whether you're a seasoned crypto investor or just curious about the future of finance, we've got something for you. Click the link in the description to subscribe to Investocracy Crypto now. Don't miss out and stay ahead of the game. Now, let's get back to the video.
We invented or we made possible machine learning and artificial intelligence. We now compute so energy efficiently, we now compute so incredibly efficiently that you can go to the extreme version of computing and let the computer figure out the insights. So at the ground level, one of the things that we have to do is, and the great work that we do together in this new product line that you have, the thing about Nvidia is using accelerated computing and using artificial intelligence to learn from all of the data that you have, transform the raw data into data intelligence, embedding the intelligence into the model, extracting from all of your data the semantic of it, the intelligence of it, the information of it. Now, instead of serving raw data, you serve metadata, the knowledge, the intelligence, the insights. The incredible thing about that is metadata, the semantics of that, the semantic layer of data, is extremely compressed.
Yes.
The compression ratio is incredible. And so that's why you can move it all over the world.
And in order for it to take place, so multimodal, I think, is a necessity in order for enterprises to really benefit from AI. And so with multimodal, metadata tagging and the ability to move the metadata part of it becomes essential.
That's
because
right.
Otherwise, the economics simply don't work out. There isn't enough data center space in the world. There isn't enough power in the world to get it done like that.
That's right.
So the metadata attributes are very key. And when we started out with Nvidia, that was one of the things we focused on. We said it has to be a metadata-rich infrastructure that can handle, at very low latency, these objects that will have to be transformed to gain insight.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, as you say, it is data intelligence. What is the point of bringing all this data into the environment to train the models if you don't gain insight from it, if you don't gain business value, if you don't get leisure value for consumers?
That's right.
So it has to work out. It has to result in benefits.
Huang countered the narrative by explaining that the real demand for computing power arises during post-training processes. Backing these declarations was a stream of data. Nvidia reported a consistent surge in demand for their AI infrastructure solutions, aligning with the evolution of AI applications. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
Companies will consist of homegrown AIs, contractor AIs, AIs that come with third-party software platforms, AIs that come with public clouds, and inside your company, you're going to be an AI of AIs. And inside the AI is a system of models.
Yeah.
And you're going to have AIs working with each other, solving large problems, sitting on top of your company's data intelligence layer. And
so for organizations, I think it's really okay. As an organization, as an enterprise, irrespective of the market you're in, what is your mission? What is your purpose? Once you've defined that, then you have to differentiate, and the differentiation can only come from specialized application of AI to your particular organization. So yes, you can consume AI, but that is just the consumption of it. The real value is, okay, your purpose in life as a life science organization or as a financial services organization is what? And so how do you differentiate? And that's very special. That's where you need the specialized NIMS capabilities that NVIDIA is delivering. That's where NeMo comes into play. That's where I think DDN's Infinia comes into play. It is really enabling that differentiation to be more impactful, and it's amplifying that differentiation.
NVIDIA's narrative in this unfolding saga is not just a static tale of market fluctuations, but a dynamic example of adapting to and shaping the future. Current forecasts accentuate NVIDIA's strong market position, with projections indicating growth trajectories powered by continuous innovation and strategic investments in AI infrastructure. But what do you think? Share your thoughts. Finally, if you would like to know what companies like NVIDIA have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.